Speak perfect. They understand perfect English.
I'm sure.
They're very, very shy, though. Germans are kind of shy people.
Like me.
Like you.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
Wenn einer von euch eine Übersetzung braucht, kein Problem, mache ich. Ihr könnt mal Fragen stellen. Wir haben hier ein Mikro da hinten, können einen aufreihen. Ich übersetze, kann auch auf Englisch mal fragen. Sogar auf Französisch wahrscheinlich, den kann ich nicht so gut übersetzen, weil ich spreche nur Nordfranzösisch. So, it's really great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so excited.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, very nice. And was going to ask you, you have a couple new projects going on right now?
Yes, I've got a few movies, but two are definitely active. One is an American picture called The Last Party.
The Last Party, Let's the Fire.
That we're going to shoot in November, December.
Okay.
And French movie in Tunisia in September. And then a movie with Claude Lelouch.
Yeah.
In February.
The film in Tunisia, what was that about?
It's a period piece movie in between World War I and World War II.
So right at the time where Tunisia was trying to develop as a country, the revolution, like the
and becoming independent.
Putting their independence. Yeah. Fantastic.
So interesting project.
Very interesting project. So let's see if some of our German friends will have a question. Somebody's walking around the microphone. Nicht schüchtern werden. Das ist eure Chance. Er beißt nicht oft. He doesn't bite often. No, it's okay.
So, hello, I'm Claudia from Cologne. And first I have to say, the Highlander film was brilliant. So
Thank you.
were brilliant in the music and everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. I would like to talk about the film Endgame.
Yeah.
How difficult was the fight with Adrian?
Adrian is practically a professional fighter. So I had to train a lot, but I was training with him. So it was making things easier. It's nice to be training with somebody who is close to be a professional. He choreographed most of the fights, so he knew what he was talking about and what he was doing. So it was just easy to do it with him. It was never complicated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. When you have battle scenes and sword fighting scenes, every step is choreographed, because if you take the wrong step, you're losing an ear or a finger.
Exactly. You have to put the fight in a technical and mechanical way in your mind, so you forget about them. So when you're on the set and you're doing the actual fight, the moves are so imprinted in your memory that you don't think about them. Otherwise, you get hurt.
Yeah.
So it's about 10 to 16 weeks of practice before you do the fight on screen.
It's like 4 months, and then you can
between 2.5 to 4 months of practice.
Right. And the fight scene is only a few minutes, or
well, you've got about 5 or 6 big fight scenes.
Right.
So I would say it's about 20-25 minutes of the movie.
And you work 4 months, 2.5 to 4 months. For that part of the film.
Absolutely.
Right.
You have to.
It's amazing.
You start with plastic swords, then light wood, then wood.
Like the training wheels for a bicycle at first.
Exactly. And then light metal, and then steel.
And they put helmets at first?
No.
So that's like... No. That's not...
You take your own risks.
You take your own risks. All right.
Especially with me and my glasses. because when I'm shooting, I don't have glasses.
Ah, are you far, near?
Nearsighted.
Nearsighted.
Yeah.
So reading's okay.
No, my co-stars were worried. I wasn't. I was fine.
So they had helmets on, but you might not have known.
No.
No. So, wir hatten noch eine Frage. Ich juckt euch bestimmt.
Hello.
Hello.
What was your favorite place shooting in Scotland?
Oh, good question. All of them. But I would say I had a preference for Isle of Skye. It was an incredible location. It looks like the Caribbean. The problem is that the sea is not the Caribbean. It's like between 7-9 degrees, but it's so beautiful. But Scotland is beautiful. It's so dramatic. The landscape, the wind, the 4 seasons in one day. It's incredible. So I enjoyed Scotland very much.
We were there last year and we visited also the castle where you shoot Kurgan and
Ellen Donan.
Yeah, it's an incredible place.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I mean, not just Scotland, you've shot all over the world.
We shot, the first one we shot Scotland, Isle of Skye, Glencoe, Fort Williams, New York,
Right.
and London studio.
Yeah. Wow.
But the second one was shot in Argentina.
Yeah.
The third one was shot in Canada, Montreal,
Right.
and the mountains. And the fourth one was shot in Slovakia and London.
Wow.
So, you know,
Yeah, you know.
movies
everywhere.
you move around.
Yeah. And you're away from home for a long time.
Yeah, which is fine for me. I like to travel. I like to see different places. I like airplanes
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot. Airplanes a lot.
I have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good life. Oh, we have another question back here. Hi.
Hello.
Je parle 2 minutes en français.
Très bien. Donc,
C'est bien. Oui.
donc I'll
No problem.
do also the translation.
Thank you.
Je sais que vous avez fait le tournage de vidéo pour la chanson Princess of the Universe avec Queen.
Ouais.
Est-ce qu'il y a eu des anecdotes ou des moments spéciaux que vous dites, ça c'était génial avec eux, ou vous avez une mémoire spéciale à ce...
So she's asking how was the memory of shooting the video clips with Queen.
Right. Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. So we did too. It was incredible because we had a private concert for 2 days for 15 people. So that was the memory. You have Queen, the band, for yourself for 48 hours. So that was pretty incredible. And then the band took me at Wembley Stadium for their big concert. They took me, there's an album where inside the album you have a helicopter, it's being shot. It's a photo shoot from another helicopter, and I'm in that helicopter. So with them. So it was incredible. And it was called It's a Kind of Magic Tour. Yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Thank you.
Step on up.
Hello. Actually, I've got 2 questions. The first one is, when you shoot Highlander, there is this haggis on a boat underwater scene. Did you actually wear underwater while shooting the scenes?
So you have the boat scene where I go in the water.
Yes, exactly the scene.
That was for real. Yeah, it was cold. Very cold.
And where did you place the fish?
So, it was shot in 3 different steps. So, the jump in the water was in Scotland. When I'm underwater, it was in a swimming pool with all the seaweeds and everything. That was a swimming pool, warm. Then the fish, I was back in Scotland, coming out of the water, then cut, then they put the fish, then start the scene again. That's how.
Okay, thank you very much. And
I didn't carry the fish with me.
And my second questions. In the last years, there again and again rumors about an Highlander reboot. Are there any chance that you will play any role? For example, Connor again?
I have no idea. I know the reboot is still active. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't know if I'm going to be part of it. If they ask me, I will do something more as a wink to the audience. But I know, the only thing I know is that the reboot is still active.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Je suis plus confortable en anglais, so I'm going to do this in English, if it's alright.
Go for it.
English is better for everybody else.
I guess so. Between working with Luc Besson and Russell Mulcahy, what are the differences and the similarities between the two?
Well,
Any?
they're both great directors. Completely different though. I think Luc Besson is more technical than Russell. Russell is only based on imagination, his own imagination. Luc Besson is somebody who is more probably thinking, he's more in the vein of Tarantino. Like each scene is an homage to a movie. Russell Mulcahy is very personal. He creates out of his own imagination, he creates the shots and the scenes. So I would say Russell is more personal. But they're both great directors. But let's put it this way. Russell has an imagination on his own. The other directors, like Luke, are influenced by other directors. Russell is not. That's why Highlander is still ahead of its time today.
Very much so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see if somebody else is adventurous enough to ask a question. They're kind of waiting in the background. I have a question. Acting, of course, your whole life. Directing, producing, this side of the business?
Well, I produced about 30 movies.
Right.
Directing, never.
Never.
I might direct a movie next year because I'm thinking that after close to 40 years.
40 years now.
1980 was the first movie.
Wow.
So close, 39
Close.
and a half. But who's counting?
No.
I should direct one movie.
Yeah. Put your perspective and...
Yeah, just to see. The problem is that I'm not very patient. So to be a director, you gotta be patient.
Yeah.
It's a long process.
Yeah.
It's like without the writing, it's a full year.
Yeah.
So, but I have to try once.
So you have as a director, you have a painting in your head, but you have to let the actors paint for you at the same time.
Exactly, which I don't mind. I think, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be very excited about that.
Yeah.
But it's the time frame.
Yeah.
You have to find a year.
Yeah.
Not doing anything else but the movie.
Yeah.
When I'm filming a movie, it goes from 3 weeks to 3 months.
Yeah.
And outside of the movie business, I'm doing a lot of different businesses. So I'm busy constantly with different things. 1 year on the same movie, I don't know, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what genre, what area would you like to direct?
It's
Western, probably a cowboy film.
No, it's going to be a love story.
A love story.
Yeah.
A love
Yeah.
story. Nice. Nice. More.
You like?
Well, who will be the female actor in the movie?
Yeah, who's the actress?
That far away from casting.
You know,
Far away.
I know a really good young American, not so young actor that.
You.
Oh no! Not in my wildest dreams. No. So, who else has another question? I see a lot of curious and people are, I should ask. Oh, there we go.
Hello again.
Hello again. How was it working with Sean Connery?
Great. He is a great actor, but that we all know. He's a great human being. He's a great person, which most of the time go with great actor. I don't know, great actor are not simple people, human, humble, and Sean Connery is all these all the time. It was very, very easygoing and generous, very generous as an actor and as a person. So it was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go.
There's the most famous words of Highlander. In how many languages you can talk? Es kann nur einen geben.
There can only be one.
2. Il ne peut en rester qu'un. There can be only one.
Thank you.
Nice.
Not in German, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You have some time today to learn.
I'll try.
Der kann nur eingeben. One.
Eingeben.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, very good. So, anyone else who's a little bit curious? People are moseying around. Think of something you would like to ask, because there's so much you can ask a man like this. In your Tunisian, how long will your stay there be? How long is that?
Me, I'm going to stay in Tunisia for about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited about Tunisia.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Maybe I'll meet you there.
You're going to be there in November.
Yeah, you're there earlier, right?
Yeah, I'm there in September.
Yeah.
September, October.
Yeah.
Well, I'll miss you by a few weeks.
Few weeks.
Yeah.
Drop by early. So. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Nobody ever mentions that, really.
Yes. Lots of fans of the movie and of Raiden.
Yeah.
And lots of people are asking me why I didn't do the second one. It's because the script was really bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Kung Lao wins. That's the.
Yeah, really, it was. No.
And you have to be careful about what scripts you actually take. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Today I'm at a point in my career where I can basically choose what I want to do and when I want to do it. So it's a luxury. So it doesn't matter really what I'm choosing. If I want to do a heavy movie, a love story, a comedy, an action movie, it doesn't matter really today.
Right.
20 years ago it was different.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have any of those, like, where you say, I was young and I needed the money?
No.
No.
I was lucky.
You were lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
Happy about every part you took? And
Yes, because, you know, it's so enjoyable to be on a movie set. It's so enjoyable to act. So no matter what, the movie you pick out of love. And you put 100% in the movie you're shooting. And the result is not for you, it's for the audience. So, no, I have absolutely no regrets.
No.
Every movie I did it with my heart. So, that's what matters.
And that's what matters, and not everyone can say that.
Some movies were huge, some movies didn't work, but that's the game. It's what the business is about. You know, full of ups and downs. But today, after 40 years, it's completely different. You enter a different part of the game.
Yeah. It's the doors.
But it's great. It's great.
Yeah. The doors are open, or you can open the doors. You can pick.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm calling it a luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you act, you take a part of yourself and put it into that role. It's like a child.
That always.
Yeah.
It's not acting. It's being.
Yeah.
It's becoming somebody else.
Yeah. That's what people have asked me. I have the luxury of getting to sit together with top actors, and people have asked me, well, what makes a good actor? And it's hard to define that. And I tell them, a good actor is somebody that you don't realize it's Christopher Lambert. It's just the Highlander. You don't.
Yes.
You forget that has a persona away from the movie, and that makes a great actor. It makes you just fall into the
between
behind.
action and cut, you are somebody else.
Yeah.
You're in a bubble where nothing can happen to you. Or at least you believe that.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah. That's another question. Did anything ever happen to you?
Many things.
Like accidents, like oops, I didn't duck fast enough, or should have gone right or left?
No,
or...
duck, you duck. No, but cuts here and there on my hands, arms, shoulder, stuff like that. But heads you protect.
And you did a lot of your own stunts, most of it.
Yeah. 90%. I don't do stunts when the insurance is saying no, that's impossible, because the danger is not just for me. It's
Sure.
you put the whole movie in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So we can't do that.
Yeah. That's what I'll see. It's just an arm broken, but then you have to put the movie on hold for a half a year.
Exactly. So when it's too dangerous, don't worry. The insurance people will
They'll tell you.
No, absolutely not.
Maybe don't jump from this building today.
Exactly.
Maybe
No, I
not.
wanted to jump on a moving train, and they said no.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife would say, you can't do that. That's my insurance.
That's your insurance.
That's my insurance. Don't jump on the moving train. There we go, right back here.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you or will you say something about your privacy life? What is your hobby? Or what do you do in your free time? How you like?
I'm gonna disappoint you. I work all the time. Different businesses than acting. I do about 2 to 3 movies a year, but 2 mostly. And then 6 months left. I have lots of different businesses.
No free time.
Very, very rarely, but it's better for me. That's what I like to do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's me again, hi. Again, I've got 2 questions. You talked about your training for various movies. What was the hardest part? Was it the physical training for Greystoke, or was it the sword fighting for Highlander, or maybe some martial arts for Mortal Kombat, or even chess training for night moves? Sorry, little fanboy.
No, Mortal Kombat was very easy because I didn't have to train. I was the god of lightning and thunder, and I could kick people's ass with my eyes, so it was easy. Greystoke was the most difficult. It was 6 months of training, 9 hours a day, pure gymnastic, chimping, ropes, trees, so that was really hard. Also, I had to put 30 kilos of muscles. I was 58, and when I shot Greystoke, I was 88. So it was a hard 6 months. But it was great. It was great.
And where did you shoot Greystoke?
We shot in West Africa, in Cameroon. We shot part of the jungle in studio in London. And we shot in Scotland, the civilization, the castle.
Thank you for this. And another question. What was more annoying? The long hair in Highlander and Mortal Kombat, or as you get bald in Ghost Rider 2?
Oh, Ghost Rider, I didn't have a problem with the hair. But it was the tattoo in Ghost Rider. Because the tattoo I had to keep. So I was coming back from the set to the hotel with my face completely tattooed. So it was difficult.
Okay.
I had to hide in my room. But no wigs, like in Mortal Kombat or Highlander, wigs are, it's not pleasant to have a wig. In Greystoke it was my hair. But in Highlander I could use my hair because I had to go from New York, short hair, to Scotland, long hair. So I didn't have time to grow it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And here we have the last question for the panel today.
Hi, I have a question. When you shot the movie Highlander, I visited Scottish Highlands and the Isle of Skye. What did you think was the most beautiful scenery in Scotland for the movie?
Isle of Skye, I thought was incredible. But all of Scotland is incredible. I love to go back. I love to go there. It's peaceful.
Magic.
It's pure magic. So it's a country that I love completely.
But didn't you have some problems with the weather because it's like always raining?
Yeah, but you know the director. It's not that it's raining. It's sunny. It's raining. It's snowing. It's hailing. So it's 4 seasons in one day. So the director was saying, if we wait for the weather, we'll never shoot. So we're just filming. That's all.
Well, for me, honest, why I visited Scotland, it was because of the movie Highlander, because it's my favorite movie ever. So,
thank you. Dankeschön.
Yeah, you're welcome. Greetings from Holland.
Okay.
So, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Spending your time and giving us an insight. I know everyone here enjoyed this spectacular afternoon here with you.
Danke.
I hope everybody goes in and says hi to Christopher inside. He wants to meet people. That's why they also come to actually be in contact, and it's the chance that they can actually see fans.
Yes, that's the purpose.
Yeah, because behind it, you don't see it when the movie's playing.
Well, you see it when you do a premiere, or when you introduce the movie to the audience, but otherwise, no, it's not like stage acting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so this is the chance for the feedback. So thank you all for being here, and thank you. And
thank you.
Enjoy your afternoon, and in about 10 minutes, we'll see all you back over here.